Hi, welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. We have so much more story today, so let's talk to Futaba here.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. It's so late already. Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. Either one. I'm gonna say go home or I'll worry. I'm gonna go home. Night. All right, we can't really do anything. We have to take a sleep here. So let's do that, and we got more story coming up, so go Detective Prince.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
30 million?
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become.
300,000
Reward money will be
USD.
supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Yeah, you gonna report us?
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
I'm sorry.
This isn't about me. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
Please believe in me.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
Sojiro seems to have a interest in this.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Oh boy, not this asshole.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
Alright, I can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to this school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. But 30 million yen, man, just let me dream a little. Like I said, that's about 300,000 USD. It's a lot of money. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually having a wanted notice out for us feels kinda weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good though. Let's talk more in person. Is Akechi gonna be with us?
We're wanted now. And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
No one's laughing.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida
Yes.
too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap. It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake medjad and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
Thank you, Yusuke.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
What's done is
Haru?
done. At this point.
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it!
Yo, settle.
This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
So we lost sight of our goal. Do you remember that?
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
I spoke up
Yeah.
about that. Do you remember?
That really is it.
I was like, hey, no.
I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself.
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this? Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone. Hey, what should we do?
Okay, so let's turn the tables on this, shall we?
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this. Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
Well, we have an Akechi problem, so we need to solve that first.
Hey, it's me. About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I know how you feel.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
Things will turn around.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
I'm expecting a text. I'm not sure if that's now or later. Hang on. Oh, it's now. There we go. I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow, that's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay.
We can't let things end here. We need to figure out who's behind everything. What else do you have to say?
Hey!
I'll be counting on you. I got this. I wouldn't have expected anything less from you. I knew making you our leader was the right call. All right, well, let's go downstairs. We can't leave, and we can't, we just can't. Today's future is about efforts being carried out to reveal the identities of Phantom Thieves. We consulted a profiling expert for his analysis. He determined that they're either in their 20s to 30s or in their 40s to 50s. They're so far off the mark. Were they even trying? That's also very distant. Anyway, we can't do anything today, so I'm just going to read, and we're going to finish Call Me Chief today.
Make sure you close up.
Chiefs don't want for themselves, but much is expected of them.
Wow.
I love the sound of the word chief. I'd like to be called that too someday. All right, let me just click through this because we're basically done with this story. Good book. Yay. Oh. Did you want me to call you chief now? I'm just kidding. Did you learn more about chiefs and their big hearts? Even in the underworld, there's kindness. All right, so we get 3 musical notes of, well, kindness. We don't need it. All right. Oh, they changed it. They changed the question, by the way.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politicians seem so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
Here we are.
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sae-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
Excuse me, what?
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sae-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
Excuse me?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sae-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sae-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sae-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
Oh, so you want to take all the brownie points for this?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Oh.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
Yeah, actually he does. I mentioned this. He got screwed over too.
Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
Pissed? No, like screwed him over.
They're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sae-san's heart?
It's not a bad deal.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan.
I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
Oh, what plans?
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this?
Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
No, you're cool. You got things, we got things.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Yeah, so we kind of get forced into this. And if you may recall at this point, because I have definitely brought it up, we're in the present.
Palace?
Well, this is the present.
Me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word.
Why would he?
Although, his attitude did change suddenly aroun that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
That's right.
That does make sense, more or less. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did
Correct.
Makoto come up with that speculation?
I don't remember.
Perhaps I'm overthinking things.
Hey, everything's getting fuzzy.
Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
So, I haven't... you know what? Let's say justice wins in the end.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Sae is slowly starting to accept the truth. And so we've increased our relationship with the prosecutor. We're getting real close to 10 here. We're up to 6 now.
Right. No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
This is the last bit of backstory. We're right there, you guys. Just so close.
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
Excuse me, what?
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men. You're Phantom Thieves! Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
Okay. We're kind of fuzzy on the details here because we're being affected by the drugs. Don't forget, we're still... Yeah, that's the reason why we're getting all fuzzy. Well, I mean, that's why I'm gonna blame it for right now, is because we've worn out and being affected by the drugs. Now for today's train news. First off, the investigation team has announced new progress in the search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current cabinet. Along with legislator Shido's plan for a new party has sparked fears of governmental disbandment. Government's on fire, nothing new there. That's coming from America. Oh god, why? Where are we meeting today? Oh right, we were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint, the government office district. Kasu... Oh god, am I gonna say this wrong? Let's see, it's Kasumi Gaseki? Oh god. Long word, indeed. Anyway, we're going to the government district. Oh, I've never heard of that place. Oh, I've heard of that place, never been there though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa, just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, public prosecutor's office, and public security. The Diet building is right there, right near there too. For real, what kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities hadn't been discovered yet. So we're just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den. I can actually read Japanese words better when it's in
So this
either
is the
kanji
courthouse.
or
You can tell it's a
hiragana.
revolting building just by looking at it.
It's easier.
Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
Otherwise, I go full yank on words.
I rarely get to see Sae-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
Oh, that smile.
This is
Futaba.
the model I wanted. You're so lucky.
She went full geek.
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
Shut in.
It's okay. Sae-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh.
I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
What?
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
Okay.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sae-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Conditions have not been met. Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena? Conditions have not been met.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling then. How about a racetrack for horses?
Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
Yes.
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met. What else is there?
It must be a casino.
Candidate found.
Oh, hey.
I definitely see Sae-san in you.
Don't say that. It's not what she wants to hear right now.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Are we really bringing Akechi with us? Why are we peeking around? What is this?
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
Yeah, sure, we'll do that when you're a giant cat monster.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Why are you
Let's
staring
go.
at me? Can you not?
Right.
This is gonna look real familiar.
courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Wait, did we tell him that?
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a code name, too.
Code name?
Phantom thieves can't go around using their real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me.
Karasu, huh?
You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
Okay. So,
Now then.
this is business as usual. First off, we'll need to find an infiltration route. Alright, well, we'll be doing that, but let me first jump into our stats page because we have a new person that we can bring with us. And we're going to bring him, we are in fact going to bring him, I'm just going to switch him right now for various reasons. But this is Akechi, and his persona is the Robin Hood. I don't have much to say about him. He does have our first almighty attack in the team. I don't have one quite yet for our main character. He also uses bless and curse. I want to call him light and darkness, but that's not right. Not much else to really talk about there. We're gonna bring him with us for a little bit, but I don't really want to say anything else about it for right now. He annoys me, so let's bring him with us. I actually really like the character of Akechi, but I don't know, maybe you'll understand once we actually get in here why I find him annoying.
Okay.
Looks like we'll be able to sneak in from here. Yo! Oh!
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
You got a pointy
It
nose.
just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking.
Thank you, Haru.
That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace. Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
This is Akechi.
Since these look like real people, Sae-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's right.
This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step.
You okay there, Akechi? Got
Will you
excited.
please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
You hadn't figured out everything, had he? Okay. Well, we're free to move about now.
I feel somewhat nervous.
Well then, let us begin by securing our route. Yeah, we're gonna do that. First things first, I'm gonna head around the corner because there is some new items that we can collect because we're gonna want to sell stuff. So yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing that. You can see there's a few of those up here. So let's whoop over here and grab this. Gray cufflinks. Is this one? No, that's not one. Why do I care about that then? We can't go this way. Let's just head this direction and up here. Come on, there it is. This one. Thank you. And let's head this direction. There's that. That's a good one. Oh, we can't head this way. Right, I always forget. You have to go this way first. Grab the smoked cigar. Yeah, why was that? I don't even know. This door is locked. It won't open. Could it perhaps be blocked from the other side? It is. We're gonna be heading that way later.
I can feel it.
And we're gonna head across this direction. Grab this item here. I think these will respawn the next time we come in, so that'll be exciting. And then you head through this little thing, vent.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not?
What's on our back?
Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
Okay, so we have to actually drop down here, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's get a good look at our oppressor. Oppressor? Our palace person.
So
Oh
you've
god!
come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building.
It's me trying to put on a wing.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Damn it, over there!
Sae is, she got a bit of a raccoon
It
face.
seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her.
Okay. So we're gonna be immediately booted.
Let us
from
get
that.
after her, Joker.
Yeah, sure. Shut the hell up. All right, so first things first, let's go ahead and check these doors. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you that you can't go through them, but I do want to get them on the map as locked. Let's go ahead and activate this one as well. And there are no enemies here for now, but that'll be changed pretty damn quickly, actually. Is that one over here? Yes, it is. We want to grab these. Make sure you grab them. We won't need a ton of can I get this on the map yet?
The effects of cognition.
I actually can. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and just save here. We really don't need to save at this point, but I'll just make it a little bit easier if anything happens. I don't suspect anything will happen, but that's fine. Let's open this up. What do we get here? We get Confuse Vial. Not exactly what I wanted. If you try to go through this door right now,
Joker.
we should focus on chasing after Sae-san for now. So yeah, you can't actually go through there, but that is where we're gonna be going ultimately. Okay, let's head around to the correct door and see if we can't activate it.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a player's club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a player's club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but
A shadow!
as I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
Okay, so we have a little bit of a boss battle. This is not a boss
No
battle.
need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
Alright.
I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those.
He's already awakened, so we don't need to witness an awakening here.
Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood!
Yeah, his persona is Robin Hood. That cracks me up. Anyway, just use an almighty attack against this guy. And we're done. I mean, they're pretty easy anyway, but there we go. You're not so bad. And I am capable of much more. Now then, let us deal with the shadows quickly. Wait, doesn't it sound like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree. I'd like to deal with them as quick as we can, but now that we have an infiltration route, I suggest we return for now and prepare. Very well, I will trust your experience and judgment. Let us do that. I was trying to say expertise, but that's not what he said. Today was truly one surprise after another. I hope we continue to thrive in our work together. Agreed. We will need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First, we secure an infiltration route, then we send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's distorted desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change in the heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps will be something along those lines. A+. It ain't as easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. I am not underestimating anything, I assure you. By the way, Nijime-san's shadow seemed really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await, but let's continue cautiously. Very well, you will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Yeah. Perfect, I will be available at any time you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare well for the coming task. Ah yes, my apologies for somewhat derailing this conversation. We will be counting on you, Akechi. Failure is not an option here. Yes, I'll do my best to live up to all your expectations.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got.
Okay, so for this particular palace, we want to get this done ASAP.
Okay.
This is a rare opportunity. Let's steal Nijima's heart. Things have really soured. There's even a bounty on you guys. But I seriously believe the Phantom Thieves are innocent. By the way, I changed up the survey question. It's already up in flames though. It's a problem for me too if people don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. Just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, alright? I'm counting on you.
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Okay, so we can't really do anything this evening. You can't get a massage and get out of here, so don't bother trying.
Hey!
We still have an opportunity to turn the tide here, so don't rush things. Well, we're gonna rush things as quickly as we can because we actually want to complete this dungeon pretty much ASAP. So we're gonna go ahead and finish, or we're gonna start the art. Do you know art? The art of automata? I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't know. We don't really care because we're just trying to get the books read. We have nothing better to do. The fundamentals of karakuri lie in mechanisms that are based in clockwork.
Wow!
They call it karakuri, but aren't they just dolls?
Whoa.
All right, what else we got here? Karakuri is elaborate and therefore requires delicate handling. Is that the dolls that are like puppets, but they like move by themselves? I don't know. I think I've seen some stuff on them. This sight pisses me off. Ah, we are not innocent. Nobody's innocent. Okay, so Shinya wants to hang out today, so that's fine.
Jeez.
Stop checking your phone while you're eating. Just concentrate on your food. I don't think you like that. Come on, let's finish eating and then send a reply once we go upstairs. Yeah, we got a little bit more of this. The time has finally come. No matter what happens, we have to change her heart. Right. I'll be counting on you. We may all have our own unique way of doing things, but we should just proceed forward as usual. Sure, leave it to me. Don't worry, Akira, I trust you. That's why I asked that you lend me your help.
Hey!
There's no need to get too worked up about this, right? Take as much time as you need to get ready. Anything goes as long as it helps out our mission. You have our trust. You're our leader after all. All right. First of all, let me put the phone away, and we're going to be going back into the dungeon today because, like I said, I want to get this done ASAP. Let's make sure this plan is a success. And the deadline is in 21 days, so we want to finish it on or by November 20th. It is currently almost Halloween, actually, and Ryuji wants to go to the palace, which we are going to do. What do you have to say?
Hey!
All of this is vital to the success of our operation. Plan out your actions carefully, okay? Alright, so we will do that, but we're not going to do that for right now. Let's watch television. Another string of psychotic breakdowns has occurred. It's believed that all of them have been caused by the Phantom Thieves. The public remains terrified of the cruel and inhumane acts the Phantom Thieves are committing. Damn it, what's going on? None of that's our fault. Yeah, we're not doing any of that, and yet they're definitely pinning it on us. It makes it a lot easier to pin that kind of crap on us when, well, we can't clear our name. First things first, I want to go here and grab these items. We don't need a lot of SP items, but I do find that they're going to be somewhat more useful now that we are a little bit further. We have a ton, so I'm not like worried about it. Next thing I want to do is I want to go to Shibuya and hit up the airsoft shop. We're going to be spending quite a bit of our money. By the way, the loading screens are different because it's Halloween. Just in case you've missed that, go back and rewatch it. So we're going to be spending most of our money. Now we are going to be needing a ton of money coming up. It's not going to be right off the bat, but it's going to be pretty soon. So just a heads up. I want to first go through and just sell some of the lesser items that we have. I'm going to keep the black items because you can use those, and we're going to be using some of those for changing persona over to items. So I'm just going to go through, clear out our inventory. I don't think there's any reason to keep them.
I guess that's fine.
I'm like legit trying to remember if there's anything that we need, but I don't think so. So let me just sell through these. I'll be right back. Okay, gone ahead and sold all of our just extra crap that we have been collecting. Next thing I actually want to do is go through here and pick up the next best stuff for defense. And we'll go ahead and sell the things that we were wearing previously. Pretty much everybody wants or needs an update.
You better not use it to pull a prank.
Who am I gonna pull a prank on with my cat?
Don't break it, okay?
Now, here's the thing though. So let me go ahead and purchase all the way up.
That's what you choose, like it?
I think it's Haru. Yeah, so we have Mr. Akechi here. We can actually buy him the next best thing if we want. And guess what? We're not going to. So you could
shoot doesn't cut it for some people.
I don't know how to say this, but I'm not going to be using Akechi all that often, so don't really worry about it. When it comes to Persona, I think I know I showed this off, but I'll bring him along. He uses primarily Bless and Curse, which is fine because the palace we're going to be in, there's going to be a lot of enemies that are weak to Curse and Bless, but I don't like him. Like, I just don't like Akechi. So we're actually going to be using, we have a couple Persona. We've got this one here that does medium curse to all enemies, which is far more useful. And then additionally, we've got some light stuff, and we're going to be leveling up a lot in the upcoming dungeon. So it's fine. Like, don't worry about outfitting Akechi if you don't want to. Now we're gonna head over to Kichijoji because we have a ton of sooty armor that I want to run over here and sell.
Welcome.
So go ahead and just sell all of those. I should note that in the future we're gonna need a ton of money. So now we have some new prizes. We've got the Awakening Incense here, which cures all non-special ailments for all allies. So I think that's pretty much everything except for, like, I think down and KO. And then we also got the Ultimate Spray, which lowers the stats all stats of one foe for 3 turns. Now I'm gonna go ahead and buy one of those and one of the Awakening Incense to have on hand. We're not gonna need it right away, but I do wanna grab those. Okay, so with all of that, if you wanna buy any more SP items, you can do that. I don't care. We're just gonna head into the palace. So let's go ahead. What are we doing about the palace? Ain't we meeting up? I don't know what to do, just go. All right, let's go ahead and meet up at the hideout.
Oh, Mako-chan. I didn't realize we'd take the same train.
Haru, what a coincidence. I was just thinking of you.
Oh, were you?
Yep. How should I put this? Our battles from this point forward are only going to get tougher, right? So, I've been reflecting on our approaches to combat in the hopes of finding some new tactics. In the end, I came up with something, but I realized I'll need your help with it.
Me? Sure. If I can be of any help, I'd love to work with you on this.
I appreciate it. So, what I'm thinking is...
Mako-chan?
Now that I think about it, this is probably going to sound rather absurd.
Don't worry. If it's your idea, Mako-chan, I'm sure it'll be great.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Well, ready to hear it?
Huh?
So, any thoughts?
What a great idea! I'd be honored to help.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope it works out.
Just leave it to me. But wow, Mako-chan, you come up with some pretty bold moves sometimes. I really look up to you for that.
I'm so curious.
Do you?
No, it's a
I'm
showtime.
not sure how that makes me feel, but thank you.
The star will grant us our wish if it's based on such a great plan. I'm positive.
Yep. So we've unlocked a new showtime.
So, this is the location you've been using as a hideout.
Shut up. Nobody asked you.
We just get started?
Thank you.
Forced investigation will take place on November 20th. That's our deadline this time.
Is there any possibility of that investigation being moved to an earlier date?
I highly doubt it.
How can you be so sure? Didn't they want to catch us as soon as they possibly could?
They may be corrupt, but they are still a bureaucracy. Certain steps must be taken in order to continue forward. Unless their situation becomes extremely dire, they won't act with only circumstantial evidence.
I'm impressed, Detective Man. You sure know a lot about internal
Detective
affairs.
Man.
Yes, he is quite promising.
Well, this is a purely give-and-take relationship. You taught me
We're
the inner
taking.
workings of the Phantom Thieves, so it's only fair I return the favor. And I will be sure to contact everyone if the investigation team makes any odd movements.
That would be helpful.
Anyway, moving on.
All right.
So we've unlocked Makoto and Haru's showtime, so we'll definitely be probably experiencing that, and we're just gonna go straight into the palace. Let's
Let
just
us
go.
depart.
We already kind of know how this all rolls, so no need to put on airs. Now, one of the first things I actually want to do.
Anxiety and excitement. It is addictive.
I don't know what to do with that. First things first, we're actually going to be heading into the Velvet Room. So I just want to point out that I have a ton of Persona that we don't really need. These aren't bad Persona per se, like this one's kind of nice. But I want to free up as many slots as we possibly can. I'm going to be bringing at least with me this Persona here because she's got some heavy Sae and also the medium Bless. This one here is going to stay with us. She's got medium Curse, light Fire. A medium fire one would be better, but that's okay if we don't have that. And probably this one as well. I want to make sure we have all of the basic attacks down from fire all the way over to curse. So just make sure you have those. Anything else is pretty much going to be fair game for changing over. Oh, we also, this would be pretty useful to have that almighty damage because most enemies don't have a strength or weakness to almighty, so it can be kind of useful to just like pound on them if you need to be able to do damage, but they don't have any weaknesses or are completely strong across the board because almighty is almost never included in that. The rest of these pretty much don't care about them, so I'll make a determination and clear out some slots because we have a lot of Persona that we're gonna want to pick up. We're gonna be getting those Persona alarms a lot too. And for the first little bit of this, I'm gonna be bringing along Akechi so you guys can see his end stuff as well as just get to hear him yibber yabber his. He's really annoying. I hate to say that, but like when he talks, I get annoyed because he's not very interesting, if I say so myself. Like his little conversations he has, like his little sound bites are just obnoxious. So I will see you guys inside the dungeon next time as we do some stuff. We've actually seen a lot of the enemies in this dungeon as Persona, so that'll make this a lot easier. I'll see you guys next time.